Today we have a Senzo Santoku for repair and sharpening. Make sure to stay till the end to see how we brought it back to its former glory. First things first, let's soak our whetstones in a bath of water for 15 minutes or until there are no more bubbles coming out. Meanwhile, let's check out the condition of the blade. As you can see, the cutting edge of this carbon steel blade is all rusty, and there's a noticeable chip near the tip. The handle is also very rough and uncomfortable to hold, so we'll sand it down with 120 and 180 grit sandpaper. Now that the whetstones are all soaked, we'll start by removing the chip and grinding away all the rust on the coarsest 120 and 320 grit stone. This is how it looks after a few minutes on the 120 and 320 grit stone. All the rust is gone and a natural Shinogi line or ridge line has appeared, though most of it will be polished away later for a more uniform look. Then we move up to a 1000 grit medium stone to form a burr evenly throughout the blade. We'll keep the angle low and constantly check for the direction of the burr. Now 2000 grit. Keep the angle low and constantly check for the direction of the burr. Next, we move up to a 5000 grit stone. A minute or two on this will give us a highly refined edge. 5000 grit is usually sufficient for a daily meat knife. Anything above 8000 grit is considered a finishing or polishing stone, which are great for cutting vegetables or fruit. Speaking of which, Santoku actually translates to 3 virtues, meaning it's great for slicing, dicing, and mincing. It can also handle fish, meat, and vegetables equally well, making it the most versatile knife in the Japanese household. Every now and then, check for the direction of the burr. Now we move up to a 15,000 grit stone. We want to be very careful not to press too hard at this stage. You'll start to see mud build up after a minute or so when working on higher grit polishing stones. This is actually the micro fine metal being polished away from our blade. Next, let's rinse off the blade and apply a good amount of food grade chopping board oil onto the wooden handle, giving it a darker shine. You can see how nice the wood looks. However, there's something not looking quite nice, the scratch pattern separating the spine and the cutting edge of the blade. This Shinogi line or ridge line will occur naturally when sharpening on a whetstone at a very low angle, as we are thinning the blade at the same time to re-establish the proper blade geometry. We want to polish this away for a more uniform look. In this case, let's sand it down using 400 grit sandpaper wrapped around a sponge, gradually working our way up to 3000 grit for a buff mirror finish. Lastly, we polish the cutting edge on a 25,000 grit whetstone, giving it a mirror finish and making it glide through food effortlessly. Now, let's take a look at the final result after the blade has gone through thinning, sharpening, handle repair, and polishing. You can see how well the buff mirror finish is reflecting the tomato after hand polishing it up to 3000 grit. This knife will surely slice tomatoes effortlessly and pass our thin paper test with ease. It's definitely sharper than new after going through 8 different whetstones, and the owner will enjoy every minute using this knife in their kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more of our sharpening videos. If you're in Nottingham and need your knives or tools professionally sharpened, just send us a text or book directly on our website. Thanks for watching and stay sharp.